Lord Sear is dead. Lord Sear is a legendary SiriusXM DJ and a hip hop radio host. He is an icon in the radio host and he has died at the age of 52. If you are new here, kindly do subscribe to this channel. So Lord Sear is a legendary SiriusXM DJ and a hip hop radio host. It's a huge media industry loss. These are the news across the broadcasting industry and in media and entertainment updates, much more radio business news. Furthermore, entertainment industry report. The passing of the Lord Sear, a long-time hip-hop personality on SiriusXM, marks the loss of a major cultural voice in the radio broadcasting and in the industry. Known for shaping hip-hop discussions and engaging millions of listeners. His influence helped in strengthening audience loyalty and a brand identity that is within Sirius XM music programming. Industry observers says that his death highlights the broader economic value of influential media personalities and in sustaining subscriber engagement and driving growth in the competitive digital audio market. So Lord Sear, he was an icon in this industry. Lord Sear death has got major media business impact, which will include some of these impacts that his death will cause. That number one, the brand value and the channel identity, whereby this dude spent most of his time, almost more than 2 decades, shaping programming on Shade 45. And remember, this is the hip hop channel associated with the artist like Eminem. So his voice and personality helped define the channel's identity and cultural credibility in the hip hop radio. So the impact on business is that, personality driven media brands rely heavily on recognizable hosts. That is like the Lord Sear. Or, also losing such a figure can weaken the brand industry and the brand identity and the audience attachment. So Sirius XM may need to invest in new talents, developments or programming. A lot of changes need to be done in programming so that they can maintain the channel influence. Another impact, that is number two, there is a risk in subscribers engagement. SiriusXM is a satellite radio platform that rely on subscribers retention, whereby the subscribers retention is more than the traditional ad-based broadcasting. This company, it has built its growth largely through exclusive personalities and partnerships. And so, when a major host dies, definitely some loyal listeners may disengage completely or reduce listening time. So reduced engagement can affect subscribers' retention metrics, especially among niche audience, such as the hip hop fans. So you'll find that the company or the influence that this host, that is Lord Sear had, will have some impact on the influence of the audience who are the fans of the hip hop. However, the overall impact on the company's finance is usually moderate, you know, because SiriusXM operates dozens of channels and programs. So another impact, that is number three, effect in advertising and sponsorship. Primarily, SiriusXM earns revenue through subscriptions, but it is it also benefits from sponsorship deals, artist promotions, and also promotional partnerships. So it doesn't only rely on source revenue from one angle. It relies on several different ways of getting revenue. So Lord Sear was a popular radio personality, and hence he often attracts a lot of music marketing campaigns, brand collaborations, artist interviews, and hence, without a well known host, advertising opportunities tied to that show may decline temporarily, and new hosts must rebuild industry relationships. So, if they happen that the company wants to bring a new host, he must work so hard. He must be at least well known, and he works so hard to make sure that he must rebuild the industrial relationship that the icon influencer had with his fans. Another impact is that number four, cultural capital and the industry influence. Lord Sear was well known for deep involvement in hip hop culture and collaborations with artists, that is across the industry, and this had a lot of significance, in business wise, whereby influential hosts, they act as the gatekeepers and the tastemakers, and they also help in promoting new artists and the music release. When an artist comes with a new music, they are the ones who promote this music by playing it, always advertising, mentioning the music, trying to hype it and make it more to be known. And their network attract exclusive content to a certain platform. So losing such a figure, this will reduce early access to artists, exclusive interviews that were known with the major people, especially the artists, and the cultural influence within the hip hop ecosystem. So a lot of changes can happen. A lot of changes can happen, and there will be also, a lot of complications because when such an icon dies, and he had a lot of connection with the major artists, so you'll find that getting an access to that artist, the new host who will come will need to create a lot of attachment with the artist, so there will be an early access to the artist, exclusive interviews will be at heart, and the cultural influence within the hip hop ecosystem. That is some of the major effects that this industry can face. Another impact, that is number five, programming and talent investments, whereby death of a long running host, it forces the media company to rethink programming. So SiriusXM as a company, possibly, that is possibly, and most likely, it will tribute programming to maintain audience interests. It will hire emerging hip hop personalities. It will also expand podcasts on digital content around the channel, and also cross promotion with other popular hosts. because it has to rebrand, it has to change the style again because its icon has gone. And historically, most of the media companies often use such transitions to refresh content strategy and attract younger audience. If they doesn't do that, if they doesn't cope up with the change that has come, then it will affect them badly, and they have to embrace these changes. And so, into conclusion, is that the overall financial impact, that is for the SiriusXM, the financial impact is likely limited, but strategically it is very, very, very important. And so, in short, what will happen to the Sirius XM is that, in a certain short time, there will be emotional loss for the listeners and the industry, and also temporary programming changes. But for the long run or the long term, opportunities to reshape the hip hop programming are there, and also Sirius XM will have an opportunity in invest in new talent and digital expansions. You know, large platforms with millions of subscribers typically they do absorb such losses without a lot of without important revenue decline or significant revenue decline, but the cultural brand impact can be so much important in the niche music communities. And so the loss of an icon radio host, that is Lord Sear, can badly affect the Sirius XM as a company and in the large entertainment industry. But if the changes are embraced, the right programming and the right changes are put in place, everything will run well and smoothly. Thank you so much. It's the analysis of the loss of a radio icon, that is Lord Sear. Thank you.
Out to get a free